I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving this Demi crash out era right now. Her saying something like this is laughable because genuinely would never be jealous of someone saying these things that Lisa's saying about her. She got caught on camera. She knows it and she's trying to backtrack. So since she wants to be petty and be an I think I'm just going to go ahead and say that Grandpa Brett likes to drink her piss like it's dirty soda and he gulps it down like water, and that's what Fruity Pebbles is. Okay, so usually I try to stay quiet about anything that happens after the show because it can be hard to just get lost in the comments and everything. And that's why I did take a social media break, but obviously Demi's comments were sent to me today and I was like, I'm going to come back for this. And Demi can say all she wants about that. I'm a fame whore. Maybe you're right, Demi, but what you are is much worse. What you are is a liar. You're a bad person. You're a bully. All of these things that you're doing now by commenting and spiraling and crashing out are showing who you really are. And this is the Demi that I have had the pleasure of knowing for the past 2 years and what I have experienced. Go back and watch season 1 with a different lens. She was a bully to Whitney, but everyone at the time hated Whitney. So it was like, go Demi. No, Demi has been this person since day one. Brett is also this person. They call people names. They put people down. They are bullies to their core. Demi is also a liar. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. She was not sexually assaulted. There is so much proof that I have heard about, other people have heard about, and her story keeps changing, and I'm done with giving her a platform to act like a victim when there are actual real victims out there. And this is setting women back so far to say something like this when you messed up. And essentially, me and you, sweetie, we did the exact same thing. And look at how I handled it. Embarrassing as hell. But I fell on the sword and I exposed my life and I owned my and you did not do the same. You decided to take a different path and look at where you're at now. And it is not a coincidence that everyone on the internet sees through you. It's not a coincidence that every single person who was involved in this scandal, who has been around, who has filmed with you, who knows you, does not believe you. There is a reason. The only person who believes you is Whitney. And at this point, I don't even know why. To be honest, that's a whole other thing. But what I'm saying is there is no excuse for the behavior you've shown, the things you're saying online. It shows that you're guilty. It shows that you're crashing out. Someone needs to take your phone away. I am done being bullied by this person. It has happened time and time and time again, and I will never let it happen again. And she needs to be stopped. And I know to everyone who watches our show, this is drama and tea, but this is my real life. And I've had to deal with this behavior from her so many times of her treating me like and saying things about me when it's honestly like looking in a mirror. She's projecting because she says I'm a fame whore. Look at what you've done for storyline. You wanted to fake an affair with Dakota. Look at all the things you've done just to have a little bit of fame. I think that she's projecting because she knows that she would do anything to be in the spotlight. And I think all of the comments that she's making right now, like, I like to play with my food before I eat it, shows that she's eating this up. She loves it. She loves the attention, whether it's good or bad. And that's a true narcissist. And I will speak on my experience with her. Demi is a bad person. You will never catch me filming with her again. I'm done talking about her after this. She can say all she wants. She can make comments, but I had to get my piece out there. She's a liar. She's a lunatic and she's a bad person. You guys, I'm being petty as hell today, and I know it. I usually try to rise above this, but she's pushed me too far today. My stories today are for the people who have ever had friendships like this one, to the girls or the boys who have ever had a friend who intimidates them, who bullies them, who gaslights them, who puts themselves on a pedestal above you. I have been there. I have had so many friendships like this. I tend to attract it, and I'm doing inner work to see why, but she is the last friend I will ever have like this, and I'm standing up for myself because it has been 2 years of this ridiculous behavior, and I'm calling her out, and I'm feeling petty, and sorry, messy Jessi. So I actually don't think I made it clear enough in my story why they call that Fruity Pebbles, and I've gotten a lot of questions about that, so it's because it apparently tastes like Fruity Pebbles, which I'm not going to yuck your yum, but that's weird. But also I just want to say that like there's so much history here. Obviously I'm fed up for a reason. There are things in the reunion you will see hopefully of like why I feel the way I do. She did something to me that I feel is unforgivable and was like super insensitive, and hopefully you will see that play out when the reunion airs in just a few days. But yeah, if I end up with Brett driving by my house tonight or them trying to break in and kill me, you know who did it.
What's up, guys? I don't know why, but for some reason Demi thinks this is some kind of a game. A couple days ago, she posted a video insinuating reality TV is fake. A fan commented, "This is what Marciano felt like." She then commented saying, "I like to play with my food before I eat it," which implies how much of a game this is to her. She is clearly downplaying how serious sexual assault is completely. Like, I'm sorry, Demi, but this is nothing you should be playing with. This is my real life. And with that being said, let's fast forward to yesterday. I did a collab post with Heather McDonald about a podcast we were dropping. she decided to become fully unhinged and go off in the comments. She proceeded to say, I groped her privates, which obviously never happened, and of course is the first time she is ever mentioning privates. It's hilarious how her story continues to change. It's impossible to keep up with at this point. She then goes back and forth in the comments, now saying, I have a criminal record. Like, what the fuck is this girl even talking about? I literally got arrested one time in my whole life when I was 19 years old for disorderly conduct because I punched a street sign while I was leaving a bar. Mind you, that was 13 years ago and I've never been in trouble outside of that. Does that sound like I have a criminal record? She then says I deleted the comment, but like I said, this was a collab post where I wasn't able to delete the comments. This girl is literally grasping at anything to try and fix the mess she has created for herself. And last and finally, let's get to the worst part. She then goes on to attack my dead father. She commented, was your daddy this big of a too? And then says he's looking down on me, disappointed and embarrassed with the person I have become. Okay, so now this is where I draw the line. You can attack me, make lies up about me, slander and defame me on TV or the internet, but you come at my father, who is no longer alive, is beyond sickening. Like, what kind of a human are you to stoop so low to attack someone who is deceased? Or even worse, use my late father as a weapon to try and make me look bad or with me, or I don't even know what her intentions were. Either way, she has crossed the line and she is really showing the whole world what kind of a person she really is. I cannot wait to make this girl regret every lie she has ever told. After I get done with dealing this whole situation legally, I promise you guys, you will never have to see this girl on TV ever again. I will be sure she does not get away with this behavior and never does this to anyone ever again. Thanks, guys.
Read it.
I love getting my lights done by Ruby Permanent Lighting. They are so professional, so friendly, kind, and the handsomest lighting installers on the earth. I've loved my experience working with Ruby. Smile into cameras.
I was heavily influenced by Demi as well, and she knew she had that power over me because I didn't know what I really had no idea. And like, you even see in the lie detector.
Why were you influenced by Demi to say that you had sex with Jessi?
Because Demi's the one who brought it to production. I didn't bring it to production.
To share that this has been going on.
She used it as leverage to get more money in her third contract season.
So you think she was jealous of the Jessi thing then? I mean, I would be if I was flirting with this guy for a while.
In the
and
conversation
then
we
he ends
had,
up with my co-star. I would be like, what the fuck, whether this is real or not. I don't like you talking to another girl and being interested in another girl that looks exactly like me.
In the conversation, it definitely, I don't want to say jealousy, but she definitely had a feeling about it where she didn't feel good about it, where she's like, I got to put up boundaries and all this stuff. And then we pretty much stopped talking right after that.